I am a future newsreader.
I am a future presenter and newsreader.
I am a future presenter.
Oníròyìn ni mí lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la. My name is Oyikomi Shama. I will be live on News at Noon. Don't miss your chance to hear and see me shine.
It will be amazing with me, Titi Dasimi at Solutions FM on Children's Day. I will be taking you through the newspaper at night. You don't want to miss me on Ask the Doctor special segment on Solutions Clinic. My name is Precious Omohiko. My name is Dawo Meminati Inka. Join me as I take you through the newspaper headlines on AM Update.
Ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ mi lórí ìròyìn ọjọ́ kan rí lọ́jọ́ Ajé ọjọ́ 17 oṣù karùn-ún ọdún 2024. Orúkọ mi ni Ayọ̀mídé Williams. Join us all to celebrate every child in Nigeria at Solutions 93.9 FM, May 27, 2024, from 8 a.m. till 3 p.m. Ẹ kú àyájọ́ ìwé o, ẹ kú ojúlọ́run.
Get ready to supercharge your life as we dive deep into the latest trends in health, expert insights, and practical tips to help you live your healthiest and happiest life. Catch the rhythm of wellness with Vic Riches on Solutions Clinic every Monday from 10:15 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Solutions 93.9 as we journey into the world of nutrition, fitness, mental health, and other holistic approaches in the world of health. Don't miss out on the valuable information that can transform your well-being, because a healthy life is your ticket to a wealthy life.
Searching for the rhythm we go totally, and in my soul I am waiting on the prophecy. I know it's coming soon. I dey para, my man don't dey worry for my cheddar. I know they slow down. Mama told me I go blow like I be vuvuzela. Nobody knows tomorrow. Yeah. Money pass Alico. I ain't away my sorrow. I go bounce talking boy Alinko. Rain or shine, I be shining like a diamond. I know they agree. From Ikeja to Miami, then they dance to my calypso. Oh yeah, my mind not stay worry for my cheddar. I know they slow down. I'm a winner. I don't blow like I be vuvuzela. Nobody knows. Remember,
Well, there's a certainty about tomorrow that the children are the future of now and tomorrow. Welcome to Solutions Clinic this Monday morning, and it's the special edition of Solutions Clinic as we commemorate the Children's Day celebration. If you've been listening to Solutions Clinic since today, you would have noticed that the children are taking charge of most of the programs, and Solutions FM, or Solutions Clinic rather, is not excluded this morning. I have some very intelligent and beautiful ladies, beautiful girls that will be joining me to have the show with Dr. Chukwuma Okoli this morning. Happy Children's Day, Dr. Chukwuma Okoli.
Happy Children's Day!
What's one thing you missed about being a child?
The freedom.
Children have freedom.
Yeah, they do.
Mm.
Nobody bothers you about responsibility.
Right.
Nobody bothers you. Just eat. They will be begging you to eat.
Right.
They will cook delicious meals and be begging you to eat it. But this time around, you would even not feel hungry. You remember the bills to pay. You will lose appetite. You'll be sleeping and somebody will tell you, why is it like you're thinking? You put your hand on your chin. I'm like, in my dream, actually I'm calculating. I'm doing some calculation.
Right. Well, children are really special. Yesterday, even in churches, we saw children taking charge and officiating, services. My assembly, we had a child who, did the message, and it was just so beautiful. And this morning on radio, we'll have beautiful girls asking Dr. Chukwuma a question regarding children's health. And I have with me three wonderful ladies. We're streaming live on Facebook as well as YouTube at Solutions939. So you can see them as they commence with asking questions relating to children's health this morning. So I'm going to hand over now to Precious. Precious, good morning. How are you? How are you, Precious?
Hi.
Okay, so let's start with you.
Good morning. Happy Children's Day. My name is Precious Homoyigo. Welcome to Ask the Doctor, a special edition of Solutions Clinic. Health is wealth, and as kids, we have to take care of ourselves. I'll hand over to my colleague to ask Dr. Okoli some questions about our health so we can stay healthy.
All right.
Good morning, Dr. Okoli. My name is Damun Natinka. My question is, why is it important to eat fruits and vegetables every day?
Thank you very much. Thank you, girls, for those beautiful questions. Yes, to my audiences, it's important to eat fruits and vegetables. They contain lots and lots of vitamin C that helps to enrich our cartilages and bones, and then to help wounds to heal properly. They help our blood vessels to be strong. They help our tissues to be resilient. They help us to heal properly when undergoing any form of medication. Okay, so they are very, very vital. They help you to grow. They help your brains to perform absolutely very, very fantastic. So it is important to eat fruits and vegetables. And aside from this, in your intestinal tract, okay, they help your intestinal tract to be healthy. Like that's a way of cleaning up. Children eat lots of stuff. I don't want to call it the other name, but lots of stuff. So when you take fruits and vegetables, it helps to clean out your bowels. So it helps to clean out your bowels, your intestines, so that they can be very, very healthy. So in all, fruits, vegetables help you. As a matter of fact, your blood level will rise fantastically when you take lots of fruits and vegetables. So you won't fall sick to the point of needing blood for anything. So in a nutshell, fruits, vegetables are vital for a good and healthy life and for long life.
Beautiful. What's your next question?
Thank you for your answer, Dr. Okoli. My next question is, how much water should I drink each day?
Fantastic. How much water? Okay, for the adults, you can take as much as 8 glasses of water. But for children, if you can do 4 glasses, that's okay. And you can do probably a maximum of 6 glasses per day. Now, what will this water do for you? I'm currently on a campaign, and the name of my campaign is Drink Water. And that means you have to take water because you need them to keep your kidneys healthy. And when your kidneys are healthy, you will actually grow long life. So it's good to take lots of water, and when you take it, it will encourage longevity. So you can take between 4 and 6 glasses in its maximum, but 4 is fantastic, so you don't overshoot it.
All right, thank you, Dr. Cooley.
Now I will be handing over to Darasimi for more questions.
Good morning, Dr. Okoli. My name is Titile Darasimi. My question is, number 1, how often should I brush my teeth and why is it important?
Thank you very much. It is very important for you to brush your teeth because if you eat and you do not brush, there are food particles that will stay in the mouth. When they stay in the mouth, number 1, it gives your mouth a bad odor. And that's why some people, when they wake up and they talk, they greet, and you hear, what's the smell coming from the mouth? It's because this person did not brush the teeth well. Now, so it's, ideally, you're supposed to brush after meal, but you know this is Africa. We can actually say brush in the morning and brush at night. But if you have facilities available for you, you should brush after every meal. That is the ideal, so that you remove the food particles and it will be able to prevent the mouth from having an odor. It will also protect your teeth from having tooth decay, because one of the things that makes the teeth to decay are food particles lodged up in the teeth between the gum and it, or on top of it, especially things like chocolate. I had to call the name chocolate. It's chocolate. But then, children will say, buy me chocolate. As much as you love to take chocolate, remember to brush your teeth after enjoying your beautiful sweet chocolate. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you for the answer, Dr. Okoli.
Okay.
My next question is, how do I fight off germs and sickness in my environment?
How do you fight off germs and sickness in your environment? Good enough, we know that they are found in the environment, not in your bedroom. We know they are found in the environment, in the street, not in your house. Now, they say that charity begins where?
At home.
Is that true? Charity begins at home. What it means is that your environment at home must be clean. So if you get home and your environment is not clean, go speak to your parents and say, Mom, Dad, I want my room to be clean. How do we do it? Now, I'm very, very sure that they will get up with you no matter how busy they are, and they will come with you to the room to help keep your room clean. How do I mean? Okay, I'm not done yet. How do I mean? The floors need to be mopped, okay? Your clothes need to be properly arranged and put inside the drawer, okay? So not scattered all over the whole place. So when all these things are neatly arranged, your clothes are neatly packaged, your rooms are cleaned, including the floor. That's number 1. Number 2, you bathe. Okay, you wake up in the morning after your morning prayers and all that, get into the shower, have a good shower, and then at night before you go to bed, have a good shower. That means you have a good and healthy lifestyle yourself. When you have good personal hygiene, invariably it will be difficult for sickness and germs to come near you. So that is it. It starts from your own self being clean, and then your environment, immediate environment being clean. And when you finish eating, take your plates to the kitchen and have them washed. Don't leave it on the dining or on the floor and then run up and down and things scattered. No, you have to keep a healthy and clean environment. And when you are done, take some water and then sit up and do some reading before you go out there to play or you go to bed to sleep. So that's, in a nutshell, is how you can keep a healthy environment. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you for your answer, Dr. Okoli. Now I will hand over to Precious for more questions.
1. Is it normal to feel sad sometimes, and what can I do about
it? Is it normal to feel sad? Because they will say that when daddy or mommy, refuses to buy what they request, sometimes they feel sad about it.
That's the only period I actually want to accept that sadness. And then, yes, if you request for something from mom and dad and they are not able to provide it, yes, you can feel sad, but don't let it stay for too long. You know why? I promise you this. I hope you are listening to me, ladies. I promise you this. Mom and dad are doing their very best to make everything available for you. And because they are doing their best to make everything available, you should be optimistic. You should have hope that they will get it for you. It's normal that you want to say, oh, Mom, Dad, I saw so-and-so riding a bike, I want my own bike. I saw this person pressing a phone, I want my own phone. I saw the tablet with this one, I want my own tab. They are doing their best to get it for you. So even if you feel sad, be happy for a moment, because they will eventually get it for you. It might delay just a little bit, but they will get it for you.
All right.
2. Is it okay to eat candy and junk food sometimes?
Well, you eventually called the name I was avoiding, junk food. That was what I was just avoiding to say. You see, this thing called junk food, let me just come down a little bit. You see, our parents have their own blame, and then we, the children, have ours. I hope we all know that everybody in this building is a child. I am proudly somebody's child.
Yes.
Yes, I am. I am.
I'm a child too.
Yes. I've spoken with my parents this morning, and I also wish, anyway, I could not wish them happy Children's Day. You know,
Parents are no longer
here. So I couldn't wish them happy Children's Day, but I wished myself happy Children's Day. So
right.
We children are communicating. Okay, yes, so let's go. Is it right to eat junk food? It's not so good to take junk meals, They don't help you. They don't help your digestion. They just make you grow fat unnecessarily, and they're not healthy for you. It's good to take chocolate when you want to, but remember I mentioned that chocolate is one of the things that can spoil your teeth. So if you take chocolates, remember to drink lots of water and brush all the fragments of the chocolate away. So yes, chocolate is good. Now you see, I won't tell you not to take pizza. I won't tell you not to take ice cream.
Cakes.
I won't tell you not to take cake. I won't tell you to take shawarma and all that stuff. But then, don't make it a habit. Don't make it a daily thing. Okay, it's just occasional, just once in a while. All right? So that is it. It's good to take all those things, but not always, not all the time. Probably just once in a while. It's good to take your amala. It's good to take your eba. It's good to take your egusi. It's good to take your eforiro, your rice and beans and yam and egg and fish and meat. Those are healthy foods. And once you take them, you will be healthy for it. And it's good to take milk as well. Milk is good for children. Boiled egg is good for children. So enjoy yourselves, children.
All right. I hope you heard what Dr. Okoli said.
Yes, sir.
Good. So what's your next question?
Thank you, Dr. Okoli. Now I will hand over to Munat.
Okay.
My next question is, how many hours should I sleep in a day and why?
Thank you. Okay. Well, we are children. We are all children here, but the level of children differs. Now, if you are sitting down, you are a child. If you are standing, you are a senior child. Okay. So, for the children, you are expected to sleep 8 hours a day. Yes, 8 hours a day. Yeah, 8.
8.
But for the older ones, teenage and adults, it's 6 hours. Adults, 6 hours. But children, it is 8 hours a day. What does sleep do to you? Number one, sleep helps your brain to recover. After a stressful day, you've gone to school. After school, you went for your extra lessons. And after the extra lessons, it took a while before you could get home. It could be due to traffic. It could be due to the transport situation. Lots of challenges. Eventually, you got home. You now had to wait for the food to be cooked. And you're so tired. You just ate, had a shower, and you crashed. You need 8 hours for you to become strong by the next morning. Okay, that is it. But for we, the adults now, 6 hours is good. If you are doing 8 hours as an adult, well, I don't know what to say to you. Enjoy your childhood.
All right. Well, for senior adults, 6 hours. For children, how many hours did doctor say?
8 hours.
Awesome. All right. Your next question?
My next question is, how do I prevent malaria?
Well, I was just going to say, while I thought about today, I was asking myself, is it possible for you to enjoy Children's Day without talking of malaria? What takes children away more than malaria? Malaria still stands the highest killer of our children. How do you take out malaria? Well, there is the part that concerns the government. Okay, that's in the provision of the insecticide-treated nets and all that. Okay, and there is a part that involves our parents or concerns our parents, and that is to provide a house that is well netted for us. Now, there's a part that concerns us. This is one thing we boys used to do. We gather containers and fill them up with water and go away. And then you come back 2 days after and you notice things like this inside the water. It will be going up and down. You know what that is? That is mosquito larva. Okay? Yeah, that's mosquito larva because mosquito would lay egg on dormant water. So when you keep water and you don't cover it, just exposed outside, after a while you notice that thing up and down. What do? Pour it away. When you pour it away, you will prevent the mosquito larva from becoming the pupa and from becoming the adult. Because when an adult female Anopheles mosquito bites you, it will deposit numerous parasites that will hatch in your bloodstream and become cause malaria for you. So, what you need to do is to keep your environment clean. Another thing, you see, in stuffy rooms, stuffy houses, dirty houses, mosquitoes stay there. Why is it that sometimes when you notice, you look under your bed, and once you try to clean it out, you see one mosquito fly out, and you're like, where did it come from? It came from under the bed. Why? Because most people don't sweep under their bed when sweeping. So remember, put that mop stick, put that long broom underneath, and sweep it out, okay? So make sure your environment is clean. Your environment does not contain water that is stored up in small containers. Pour everything away. Turn those containers upside down, or you discard them completely so that you can do away with mosquitoes. Once you do away with mosquitoes, you are sure going to be safe. And then, remember to tell your parents, if you notice any break in your net, Mom, come and see. Let them change the nets and make sure that the house is being fleeted with an insecticide when you are not in the room, of course. And then you sleep safe. That way you will be free from malaria. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Okoli.
All right.
And now I'm handing over to Darasimi for more questions.
Okay. Darasimi, let's hear your question.
What are the benefits of regular exercise to children?
Wow, beautiful. You see, that question, I will approach it from a different angle entirely. I witnessed, I have this friend of mine who has a baby, and then I spent time watching this boy. He would breastfeed, and after breastfeeding, he would start throwing his hands, legs, putting his hands, legs.
Jumping jacks.
No, he's still a baby, just 5 months.
Oh!
But right there, as he's lying on the bed, he'll be throwing the hand, and then throwing the leg. And I'm like, this one is already gymming. And after a few probably like 30 minutes, less than 1 hour, he starts crying again for another set of breast milk. And it has to be given. Okay, what does exercise do? Exercise helps you to digest your food properly. So when you exercise, you have good digestive system. Okay, that's number one. Number two, when you exercise, your muscles are stronger, and then you are your immunity is better built to withstand any form of infection. So exercise is good for your brain. Exercise is good for your heart. Exercise is good for your gastrointestinal system. Exercise generally is good. Whoever exercises is healthier than whoever doesn't exercise. So if you're in the habit of eating and going to sleep, you may wonder why you are growing a lot of bum and a lot of breasts, like some boys that will be weighing almost 65 kg at 7-8 years of age. It might be because of those pizza, ice cream, chocolate, and you don't even want to exercise. You are asked to run, and then you will stay back and say, I can't run. It's good to run. I always look forward to PE. We call it PE in those days.
Yeah.
It's always on Wednesdays.
Yeah, Wednesdays.
So we look forward to PE because we will run, we will jump, we will climb up and jump down. It keeps us healthy, and that's why going to the hospital, for me, growing up, was strange. I'll have malaria. I usually fall sick on Christmas Day. I don't know why.
Wow.
Yes, and I end up not eating the Christmas chicken. So fine. So, but then I hardly go to the hospital. I know it's malaria, so eventually when I'm given medications, I will be fine. So exercise makes you healthy and keeps you away from going to the hospital all the time.
Fantastic. Did you hear what the doctor said?
Yes, sir.
All right.
My
Your next question. Let's hear that.
How can our parents help us with brain development?
Whoa. Mom and Dad, how can you help your children with brain development? Let me tell you something. It's simple. Very simple. I'll start with my own childhood. I was born sometime in the 70s now, or 80s, 70s. Okay, I was born some times ago. Now, I grew up eating, fish, and then I'll eat the bone.
The bone of fish.
Yep. Of course, it will be well cooked and soft. I grew up eating what we know. We used to call it biscuit bones in those days. Brisket bones. Yes. I grew up eating all that. I grew up taking tea on a regular basis. Yes, I grew up taking egg, probably yam and egg on a regular basis, bread and egg on a regular basis. You see, all these things I've mentioned are just enough for your brain to be well developed. Because in those milk contains wonderful nutrients that helps the brain. Okay, in the egg, in the vegetable. I remember one time like that, someone close to me wasn't feeling well, and then my mom said, "Oh, please let her come over, let's take care of her." And one of the days I went to check to know, "Oh, babe, how are you doing?" I just saw she was taking yam and egg with vegetables. I was like, when was the last time I ate this? This must have been like more than 30 years ago. I had to go and demand my own plate in the kitchen. And mom was like, "I thought you would eat. You always don't eat when you come here." I said, "This time I'm demanding for food. Give me out to eat." Because I was like, vegetable, like ugu and fried egg.
Wow.
It tasted so good with some form of crayfish. It tasted so good.
Wow.
I had to go and request my own food.
Native omelette.
Exactly. And I finished it in no time. Now you see, so as the parents provide those beautifully made meals and you take them, please, I don't want to mention names, but you see this pasta, they don't help your brain so much. So you see the rice and the vegetable will do a lot of good for you. Okay, you see the stew with fish diced in it, okay, and the yam will do you good. I hope we are listening. You see the bread and the egg and the tea will help you. Okay, so these are foods that will help your brain to develop. Not the pasta, not the shawarma, not all those junk foods. They won't help your brain to develop. That's the truth. So what am I preaching this morning? Let us go back to our rice and stew and fish and meat and vegetable and amala and eba and fufu and inyo. Enjoy our naturally made meals. They will help you grow stronger and better.
How about sociably? How can parents help in brain development? I mean, judging from what we heard from JAM, over 1.4 million children or students got below 200. It will mean that, reading culture is gradually eroding in our society.
True.
So how can we, as parents, do better?
Socially, you see, I asked myself a question. I said, would I want to allow my children to go to the school I attended? And then I said, well, all I need to do is just to go back to those schools and be a student again. I told myself I was willing to go sit in the class. I don't mind. Sit in the class, and I'll just inform the necessary people that I need to, and I'll sit in the class. I just want to hear those teachers teach again. Yes. I want to be sure that the delivery is top notch. I want to see that at some point the teacher will give an assignment in the class and everybody will work. And after working, he will gather the papers at the end of the teaching and mark and then do correction. Because this is how we learn.
Yes.
So if these things are no longer done in the schools, then how can these students... Everything is not after class lessons. You don't leave knowledge for after school. There is a time that schooling period will do. There's something it will do. And that's why when you're teaching, you have to teach them and test them to be sure they understand by doing a quick test. You may necessarily not grade because the fear of failing the grade was the biggest thing that, helped us those times. So we were always reading and preparing. That's why we had textbooks. I remember the days of NOEC and co. We would even read ahead. Sometimes some of us would go and be asking, what will you teach us next? Because we want to go and read it and be prepared for the teaching. So parents can help their words by paying attention to their schooling. Don't get occupied with paying bills. Paying bills does not, let me tell you, that child won't say thank you for paying their school fees yet. They won't say thank you at the moment. It is much later in life. They may not even remember to say that thank you for paying my school fees. But what they will do for you would make you know that they appreciated all you did for them.
Absolutely.
So don't be engrossed. And then it's so wrong to tell the child, you can see I'm thinking about to pay your school fees. That's not the child's business. Don't let the child know I'm thinking about to pay school fees. I'm thinking about to provide food for you. You don't need that. That's it. And then female children too are very sensitive. That's why that girl asked me, is it okay to be sad at times? She saw the way I was looking at it. It's like, you know how to approach the question. Because the things you say to children matters a lot.
Right.
When you tell the child, excuse me, I'm busy, thinking about to pay school, you are telling me you want to go and play a game. What kind of nonsense? Get away from here. You are sowing seeds of discord. You are sowing seeds of separation, of sadness in that child. So pay attention to their schooling. Don't be too. Even if you got home as a man and they've gone to bed, please, you know where their bags are. Pick out their bags. Check their school notes. And then you realize 0 over 10, 1 over 10, 2 over 10. That's only time to go and carry cane. Puam, puam. You want to flog a child for failing. Well, you not even found out why the child failed. Do you even know if that teacher came to class? Do you even know what happened? What led to that failure? I've had 0 over 10. I've had 1. I've had 2. I've had 3. I've had 4. And then I remember that my dad, he would always appear at the window of my class. I remember those years in school, in primary school. He would appear at the window of the class and I'm like, wow, he just came to see me, just to know that I'm in class. And he would have, the teacher, I would see them giving eye signs to themselves. And he would tell them, okay, he's going. He just wants to show. I mean, I grew up to know that this is a man who was interested in my success and well-being. So parents, please, as you're listening, be interested in the success of these children. Go through their class notes. And if you're seeing figures you don't like, sit them down. Ask them questions. It will shock you the response some of these children will give you.
Right.
They will give you responses that will take sleep away from your eyes. The next morning, you are the one that will open the school gate because you want to see the principal, because you want to hold discussions. So when I see parents that are saying, I want this for my child, please, so I allow them. I allow them because it shows that they're interested in what their child will be, in the future of their child. So please, it is the job of the parents to be interested in the well-being of their children. Don't be too busy, even if the child is in SS3. Pick up the notebooks. What if you pick the notes and the notes are well laid and empty, and the child did not write notes? Then you ask the child, how do you intend to pass WAEC? How do you intend to pass JAM? Did they still do GCE? I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. How do you intend to do those exams? So that is it. Parents need to be interested. It's not about paying bills. I'm giving you money. Oh, thank you. God bless you for giving the money. But it's beyond giving money. Spend time with these kids. They will be glad to see you. What if, as a parent, you've never come home by 2 p.m. and one day you just got home and then you cooked the meal? As a man, you prepared all the meal, you didn't even tell your wife, and your children come home. You actually realize how tired they will be when they come home. Seeing yourself, they will be so surprised, they will jump over you.
Yeah.
And then you now help them arrange their clothes, and then you take them, you shower for them, give them food. They will sleep up right in front of you because of the joy of what you've done. And they will always look forward to that.
Absolutely.
Let me stop here for now.
All right. Well, you're listening to Solutions Clinic, the special edition of Ask the Doctor Questions, and we have beautiful girls in the studio who have been rendering beautiful and intelligent questions to Dr. Chukwuma Okoli this morning. In a bit, we'll be wrapping up, so I'll be back to Precious this morning. I believe you have 2 more questions this morning for Doctor. All right, let's hear you, Precious.
What kinds of exercise can we as children do?
What kind of exercise? Do you need a minute?
No.
Okay.
What kind of exercise can children do? Well, of course, you know there are exercises for children. Exercise for children is just taking a walk and taking a run. Nobody will ask you to carry weight. Nobody will ask you to jump up and jump down. But then, if it's just to stand on one spot and dance, children do dancing exercises, children do walking exercise. You walk from one end of the hall to another end, or you run from one, like most times we use pitch. You run from one goal post to another goal post and you come back, and then you can do some exercise. You can do long jump, you can do sprints and racing. So exercises that are not too stressful or exasperating for children is good. And remember, if you want to exercise, let your class teacher or your PE master or mistress be available. It is always good when you exercise under their supervision so that you don't get wounded in the process. Thank you.
Okay, you've heard it. You know, the likes of jumping jacks, skipping ropes, you know, I think as kids we did that. So make sure to pay attention to these types of exercise. All right, next question.
4. What are the recommend? Oh yeah. Thank you, Dr. Okoli, for asking my question.
Okay.
4. What are the recommended vaccines for children?
Whoa. Recommended vaccines. Okay. Let me see. At your age, you've already finished it up. So first of all, you need to say thank you to mom and dad for vaccinating you, because up till when you were 1.5 to 2 years, you had your vaccines following the extended program on immunization schedule. You would have finished it, and then you were given top-up booster doses for vitamin A and all that. So for now, there are no vaccines that are available for you, unless if there's a reason for you to be given hepatitis B.
Let's talk generally for children. You know, from the very tender age. What are the vaccines that are recommended for kids?
We have the polio vaccine. Okay, we have the BCG. I won't bother you with the long name. BCG is a vaccine that is given at the first day of life. Okay, and then after that we have the oral polio vaccines. We have the pentavalent vaccines, hepatitis B vaccines. We have the polio, measles, diphtheria vaccines, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
So these are vaccines that are available at various points in time. OPV1, OPV2, OPV3, HPV1, HPV2, HPV3. So these are vaccines that are available on the EPI schedule, lasting for 18 months, including vitamin A and measles and yellow fever. So these vaccines are available, and at times when they are given at the best of times, that it will provide the proper or expected immune response in these children. So that is it.
Okay. All right. Precious.
Thank you, Dr. Okoli. Every Nigerian child appreciates you. That's all on Ask the Doctor, a special day edition of Solutions Clinic. My name is Precious Omoyogu, and I did this with
Dawood Nominatinka.
And today, that's me.
Thank you.
Happy Children's Day. Over to Victory Oyedikachi.
Amazing. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And this applause is for you. All right. You need to see the excitement in the studio. You know, first-hand presenters, they're about to take my job. Well done, Darasimi. Well done, Precious. And well done, my lovely girl. All right, Doc, I mean, we've had quite the time, and you've heard, the wonderful questions. It's Children's Day, and, I believe there are other things you think parents should pay more attention to as we celebrate today.
Yes, as we celebrate today, just as build up on the last thing I said, pay attention to your grown children's academics. Pay attention to the friends they keep. Pay attention to the time they go out and they come in. Don't be too busy. As a man, you are in bed or at home by 7 o'clock, and any of your children is not home. Like literally, what are they doing? If they're in the higher institution, I understand. But of course, you call them from time to time just to be sure that, okay, how are you? Where are you in class? Okay, great. Well done, okay? I'm like, just get into their lives. Look, if you mean so good and so well, like children, they won't really want to now start telling you they don't want you to be there. Why? They would feel the need for you to be as part of their lives. So, and start it on time. It's quite going to be difficult if you have a final year student and you now want to be in his life or her life. Nibo. Now, where were you when she was in JSS 1? Where were you when she was in SS3? Where were you when she was doing matric? Now she's about to write final year exam, you want to be in her life. What's this old man coming to do? And guess what? You are the one paying the school fee, sending money. So please, start on time. Catch them young. This is when that little child that is 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, this is the time to get into their lives. This is the time to sit them down, interview them about their school teachers, interview them about the school, about their friends in class, what they say to them. Yesterday I was heading for a review of a patient, and then a woman said her son came back home saying, "Mommy, I'm not normal." She said she was driving. She just parked the vehicle and faced the boy and said, "What did you say?" The boy said, "Mom, I'm not normal because I stammer." Wow. She grabbed her head and she was like, "Let me inform you, you are normal. In fact, it is because you are normal that you stammer and they don't." And she started mentioning him. Moses in the Bible was a stammerer. Is Moses not great? She was just, and then thank God this woman was prepared. She knew about people. She was good with the words. And by the time she was done, the boy was like, so I am better than them. And I was just saying, wow, like, What? I definitely was not prepared for such a question myself. I don't know what I would say. So when you pay attention to these children and you are involved in their day-to-day life, then you will not stress or fuss, because they will invite you into their life even as they grow older. They see you as part of them. I watched a patient of mine conversing with the mom. They were talking like friends. She was even telling the mom, no, that's not the name you saved the number with. Telling the mom the name she saved, the mom's friend's number on the mom's phone. So she's so conversant with the mom's phone. This is somebody who is married though, who had a baby, saying you saved that number with this name. And the woman turned and said, oh, thank you, my dear, you are right. And I'm like, wow, mother and daughter conversing like friends. That tells that the woman has paid her dues. She has been involved in the child's life. Look, as you lay your bed, so you lie on it. And if you want your old age to be sweet, get close to your children. I think I want to stop there. You want to enjoy your old age, get close to your children.
That is awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Chukwuma Okoli, for such great wisdom this morning. As parents, we owe it to our children not to only pay attention to their financial needs, but physically, emotionally, spiritually, and all facets of life. It's our responsibility to cater for all those needs. As we celebrate children, I think it's an opportunity to have an inventory of how you're parenting, so you can do better if you are not doing so. Yes. All right, it's a wrap on Solutions Clinic, the special edition of Ask the Doctor questions, done and brought to you by my wonderful girls, Muminat, Precious, and Darasimi. I hope to do this with you guys next year as we celebrate Children's Day. Yes. Thank you so much. And because Dr. Chukwuma is our guy, we're going to play Spyro and Tiwa Savage, who's your guy. Good morning to you.
Yeah.
So let's go